Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. San Diego Comic-Con 2018 is over. It is Tuesday, and I have withdrawals. And I'm sad because it's 364 more days until the next Comic-Con. And I don't even know if I'm gonna get in, so who knows. So I wanna thank you guys for watching. If you've been checking out the stories and the blogs on my Instagram at little_nerd_busters. If you wanna see some of the stuff, you just subscribe over there, follow me, and then on the page itself, there's actually gonna be a little thing there in the highlight section where it says SDCC 2018. So you can see all the stuff that happened over there, so it's pretty fun. And if you also look in the IGTV through the app, you'll also see some blogs that I did of toy hauls with my roommates. And I highly recommend that you at least go watch that. This is very much kind of a smaller version of it because this is my stuff with a little bit of stuff from Arianna and Jason. And the other one is just go watch it. There's so much stuff. So without further ado, let's get this toy haul started. This is the San Diego Comic-Con toy haul. Let's start with something that is not mine, that does not belong to me. It's this Bob Ross thing that Jason bought. It was Jason's very first San Diego Comic-Con, and he bought this Bob Ross exclusive. I think he got it from Entertainment Earth. I don't know how much it was, but he bought it. So there you go. It says there's only 1,000 numbered pieces. One other thing that Jason got was, it's pretty cool. I kind of wish that I spent more money at this booth. At the same time, I'm glad I didn't. He bought this Iron Man from Tamashii Nations. This is just tight. If you see over here, it has this display where it has lights and everything. You can't really see over there, but you can pose with Iron Man and everything. And there were 3 of them that he could have chosen. He chose this one because this one has donuts. So, I mean, I told him to buy it because it had donuts. One thing I bought for my buddy Ken, he's not a nerd at all. He always says he's not a nerd, but the one thing he is a nerd for is Street Fighter. So I got him this thing here, and it was weird. It was like $5, and you can put your hand into this hole, and then you just take it out, and there you go, and there's your thing. And what it is that apparently it's one of 300 pieces in existence for this specific one for the 30th anniversary. So Jason got one of these, and he got this blue Chun-Li, and yeah, I don't know. We'll give it to Ken. We'll see what it is later on. So moving on, let's look at some stuff that Arianna got. So she got this lucky bag from Enfu right over here. So it was how much was it?
$30.
It was $30 for this lucky bag. So you get this cool tote with the designs of Enfu, this graphic designer. He makes stickers, he makes prints and stuff. He has a cool style. I like it a lot. So she got this cat block thing. It's kind of squishy. It's a cat. That's kind of cool. I don't really like cats. It has a butt. And she got another cat too. another cat. She also got this charm of I don't know what it is. It looks like a sea lion with a mohawk. There you go. You got a charm there. It's kind of cool. And she got a lot of these prints. So I have this print, but I don't know what happened to it, but there's a bunch of prints here. I mean, of food. You can't go wrong with prints of food. There's that, there's this. I mean, yeah. My favorite one is the ramen one, which is this one here. This looks really good. Ramen. Pho is better, but ramen's good. Another thing that Arianna got is this, it's Pugly, and there's 6 she can get, and she got a taco pug. So this was actually pretty cool. It's pretty funny. It has a butt too, And another thing that I got was this. It's also on a dog. It's a weird dog, and admittedly, it's not really my style, but I wanted to get something a little weird this year. So I got this dog thing, and well, it's kind of like the style of Nightmare Before Christmas, with Jack and Sally, Jack Skeleton. So this is from Underbeds, and I got it for $10, I think. So it's pretty hefty. It's made of porcelain, so it's pretty cool. And probably my favorite toy that Arianna got was this cool exclusive Gengar from from Mega Bloks. So like you can see from that glare, it's the shape of Gengar, and then here's the Gengar in here. I haven't opened it yet, but you build it. It's like a Lego set, and I think the eyes actually glow. So this was 40 bucks. It comes in this nice, cool box. So we're gonna take a break from the toys, and we're gonna take a look at the books that I got at Comic-Con, because it's a comic book convention. Albeit, these are strange comics. I got Shitty Watchmen, and I got Shitty Dark Knight. So the deal with these is that I really like the creative team. Their names are Dave Baker and Nicole Gokes. Anyway, a couple years ago, I got this cool book called Suicide Force that was really cool. I like the illustrations in it. So I wanted to get this maybe a couple years ago, but I totally forgot that it came out. So I came over to the booth, I noticed it, was, oh, you know what, this is one of the books that I wanted to get like a few years back. So, you know, met them up, and they gave me a little doodle in there. Thank you, doodle. And both of them, and I bought both of these for, I think, 30 bucks total for it, you know? So I'm excited to read these. It's very much like an inappropriate, I don't know what it's about, but I mean, let's take a look at the quotes, like the accolades in here. The movie was better. Zack Snyder is a genius. Your Trump-loving uncle. It wasn't that bad, I guess. The girl you used to date. I don't like superhero things. They're for children. Every person in high school you tried to give Watchmen to. Okay. Ridiculous. Another comic book that I got was one of my favorite writers that I just found out about. His name is Craig Thompson. That's right, Craig Thompson. And he writes this fantastic book called Blankets. And I've been wanting to read more of his writing because he just has a certain like, it's very authentic. I got this book. I don't know how to pronounce it. The Carnet de Voyage. It's like, I know you can get this at a regular bookstore, but this one was cool. Craig Thompson doesn't really come out for a lot of things. I think he's more of a recluse in regards to other writers, but these were actually autographed. You know, like if you can't tell him on camera, but his autograph, it's actual pencil. It's not like a pre-printed thing, so it was an easy buy for me, and it also came with a bunch of different drawings, and I chose this one because I've always just kind of enjoyed how he draws women, especially in Blankets, because there's this kind of sense of like there's kind of this sense of enamored beauty that's a little bit idealized, and that's how I feel like how he draws women. Like there's very much like these people, like these it's almost like he's putting them on a pedestal, so to speak, but it's captured in his sketches. Another cool thing that Arianna got were these pins. I waited in line for these things for not really that long. I waited in line for like 20 minutes. That's a very short line for Comic-Con. But it was like $35 for this thing. So, I mean, it's cool. You know, there's Jupiter, there's Sailor Moon, Venus, Mars, there's the blue one, and there's Tuxedo Mask. So, I think that's all of them. I don't know. Alright, so for the rest of this video, these are going to be toys for myself. Except for the last two, because the last two are the best ones, and they weren't even for myself. If you follow me on Instagram, you already know what it is, but moving along is Munchkin X-Men. I've only played Munchkin one time. I really liked it, and I've seen this at Walgreens, and I know that I could have bought it anywhere else, you know, cheaper, but I wanted to try and play it on Sunday night, but we were all too tired, so I bought this, and I'm gonna play it sometime soon on game night. Another thing that I got is an actual SDCC exclusive. It's King of the Hill from UCC. I love this show so much. And well, one thing I bought from the DC booth, I bought a shirt last year. I bought another shirt this year. It's a Superman Red Sun. Yeah, great comic book. One of my favorite Superman comic books of all time. If you have never read a Superman comic book, this is one of the comic books that you should read. It's not even canon, but it's a really good book. You should read it. Superman Red Sun. Now, probably the best deal that I got at SDCC 2018 was this Wonder Woman statue. Like, I have 3 other Wonder Woman statues that are great. It's the same kind of line from DC Collectibles. And this here is the Bruce Timm version. And I love the Bruce Timm version. She kind of looks like Aubrey Plaza. Looks great. And you wouldn't believe how much I got this for. It was the very last day, and they were saying 50% off, right? And I got this for 20 bucks. On the sticker, it said 60, but for some reason it got crossed out to 40. I think it's because the box was damaged. And I got it for $20. $20 for this thing. This is normally like 60 bucks plus, so I couldn't pass it up. I bought it on the very last day where, wow, $20. And since we're along the lines of strong female protagonists in comics, I got another exclusive from Diamond. Normally I never get these because I don't like vinyl, but I got this all new Wolverine for $45, I think that's what it was. It says it's limited to 4,000. You know, one thing about this was crazy is that somebody put this on eBay like the weekend of, and one of these sold for $172, and this is $45. And if you ever see anything from the Diamond Gallery that's an exclusive, don't line up for it because they have plenty. I mean, like on Sunday, they still had at least, I don't know if it's a lot, but they had a lot. There's no line. So I always know that, but I knew I had to at least get this one. One of my favorite characters, not enough toys made of her, especially in this suit. Now we're going to some signed territory. I got a couple things signed. I only got one comic book that I brought from home to get signed over to Comic-Con, and it was Batman and Robin number 18, right over here. One of my favorite comic books that I can point to in a collection. If you haven't read Peter Tomasi's run of Batman and Robin, you should read it. It's really good. This one specifically is my favorite of that entire run. And I was able to get Mick Gray to sign this. He's the colorist for Batman and Robin. He was able to sign it a few years back, but this year Peter J. Tomasi was there and I was able to finally get that signature from him. There's only one more I need to get, and it's Pat Gleason, and the entire creative team is gonna have to sign my favorite copy of Batman and Robin. Now this one was a treat to get. Like, it was so good. Like, it was the very last day of Comic-Con, and it was easily my favorite panel the entire time. I got to see the original showrunner and director for the X-Men 90s cartoon series. They had a panel there, there was a standing ovation, and I went to their booth before. No one was there, so there was no line. You can talk to them. That was great. And I was able to get a couple signatures, so a little bit of like plugging in some product, which you should buy if you're a fan. The showrunner actually created this. It's called Previously on X-Men. It's the history of how the animated series is made, the challenges that they had to overcome, and the kind of the fallout of the success of the show. So Eric Lewald, the showrunner of the show, he actually signed it for me, which was amazing, fantastic. So, you know, the usual signing kind of thing, if you can see that. But also the director for a lot of the episodes, an artist as well. Oh my God. He signed it as well. So it's Larry Houston, I believe. He signed that. And also they gave me a free copy of the very front of the original. It's a copy basically of the cover of the original first episode script, along with the first notes. And apparently when they sent over the script, the executives were, make Wolverine gruffer. They wanted to make him like crazy. But that's not even the best part of it. Like, I brought one other thing to get signed because I was looking at the panel and it was like one of my goals was to get this one signed. It's actually my Cyclops action figure, the Jim Lee version. And well, also Larry Houston signed the boot, if you can see that there. And Eric Lewald also signed the boot. So I have a signed Cyclops from that era, like the style of that Cyclops from the cartoon. Like, that's amazing. So I just need one more signature on this Cyclops, and this butt here, this ass, it belongs to Jim Lee. So hopefully at the next con, whenever he's around, I can get in line for this booty to get signed, if you know what I mean. Because if you don't know, Jim Lee is the original artist to revamp, I guess. Like he made the new costumes for the 90s X-Men comic book. So there you go. You just need one more signature. So now we're going to the big toy section over here. All right. And before I want to regale you the story. of how I got in the line. Before, I just want to show you this guy here. I got this cool stormtrooper with an arrow, with the arrow thing. I've been wanting this for a while, and this looks tight. You know, I have like three other versions of the characters of these, so this was cool to get right over here. Now, before I get into probably the best exclusive and one of my favorite parts of this Comic-Con, I need to tell you on how I got into that line. All right, so this is the story of how I got into the Tamashii Nations line at San Diego Comic-Con. And I basically woke up at 5:45 in the morning. I took the shuttle over so I can get in line at 7 a.m. over there. They let us in at 9 a.m., but it actually took me about until 9:10 before I even got into the exhibition hall. I just made a beeline for the Tamashii Nations booth, and it was capped. What does that mean? Well, when the line is capped for exclusives at Comic-Con, it means that you can't wait in that line, and you have to come back and hope that you can get in the line. And I kept coming back, and I wasn't able to get into that line until maybe about 12:15 p.m. That was 3 hours later that I was ever able to even get into that line. And when I got over to the register, oh man, it's it was like my heart was beating because there was a family in front of me, and this 10-year-old kid was like, "How much is that? How much is that?" I'm like, "Kid, move," because right in front of me, the whole reason why I'm even in this freaking line is to get the exclusive Brawly on that shelf, and this kid is not getting out of the way, and they finally did it. They spent $450 that thing, and I went up and I memorized in my head exactly what I wanted to get. I had it down. It was Brawly, Vegito, Darth Maul, that Stormtrooper with the arrow, Red Ranger, Green Ranger. I got all of them. I got the last Brawly. I signed for it, and then I ran away, and I could distinctly hear the anger of everyone in that line because they said that Brawly was sold out. I got the very last one. I was the reason people were pissed off on that Saturday at Comic-Con. So I'm gonna show you it. I'm gonna show you what I got. This is the Super Saiyan Vegito right over here. The Super Saiyan God Vegito over here. This was $60, I think. Yeah, there you go. There's that. And also, if you got a non-exclusive there, if you were one of the first 100 customers, you also got this power pole thing with hands for Goku. So, that was a cool plus. But the thing that people were going ape shit for, let's be careful. Be careful, don't want to hurt it. It's this Brawly. It's this big Brawly over here. Wow, this is $75, and I'm not even kidding. These here on eBay on the day of were hitting $200. I saw this big guy in a booth going for $400. They were scalping on the floor. It was crazy. And you know what the crazy part is? These toys, these things, they're not even for me. They're actually for Dante. Dante, if you don't follow him on his Instagram. I think it's Dante Ellen 2.0. He has amazing toy photography. It's really good. I asked him one time, how do you do that? And he says, get good at Photoshop. I think that's exactly what he said. Anyways, those are for him. I didn't even put these into my check-in. I actually had Arianna's parents take them with them because I didn't want to risk them getting damaged in check-in. So, these are basically going to a box, shipping it out tomorrow morning because it's this, not even for me, but the story of getting them was amazing. It was pretty cool. So there you go, guys. That is the San Diego Comic-Con 2018 toy haul. And this is just a small segment. I want to remind you that if you want to see the mega toy haul, which combines mine, Tyler, Adam, Jay's, Arianna, Jason's, Joe's, and Faye's, and Ryland's video, go to my Instagram at little_nerd_busters. Go over to the profile page, hit IGTV, and just watch those because it's tight. The mega haul version, the very last one we did, it was really cool. I want to thank you guys for watching the video series for San Diego Comic-Con, and thank you guys for watching the stories and the Instagram stories. If you haven't watching them, I want to leave you on this note though. I am at about 86 subscribers, I think, and I'm jumping on the bandwagon. I'm going to be doing a giveaway once I hit 100. I'm going to make a video closer announcing the video that's more announced. I want to give you a sneak peek at one of the things I'm going to be giving away. There's going to be a couple more things, but one of them is this really cool Q-Fig figure that I got from Comic-Con. And it's not necessarily an exclusive, but I thought it was really cool because it is basically Superman flying Batman. Superman looks happy and Batman looks very grumpy. I just thought it was really funny. So this is one of the exclusives, or not one of these, this is one of the prizes, the giveaways I'm gonna be giving once I hit 100. So, you know, stay tuned for that. And yeah, you know, hopefully I'll hit 100 a little sooner than later. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe over here, as well as my Instagram at little_nerd_busters for more stories and all that sort of thing, because I post there way faster than I do over here. Till the next video, guys. Adios.